Hello, good evening. My name is Kunal Rawal and I am a senior associate at GWU and Associates, and here in this presentation I will present our overall approach to the research, reporting and the data analysis format, the approximate budget and the timeline. So starting with the research approach, as you can see, we are proposing two options to the HRI to consider. In the option 1, we will be surveying all the 10 countries recommended in the original RFP, and the cost for that would be about $54,000. And in the option 2, we will add 2 more countries on top of these 10 countries, and these 2 additional countries are Libya and Tunisia, and the cost for that would be approximately about $67,000. We'll go over in detail detailed breakdown of the cost in the later slides. And let me mention one more thing, that we feel that recently liberated countries of Libya and Tunisia will play a major role in the Northern African region, and that is why we propose to include those two in the research. And as you can see, the even including two additional countries, the overall cost is about $67,000, which is well within the budget, within the limit of $70,000. So in terms of survey samples, we are proposing about 1500 samples will be collected per country. We will be using the mixed methodology, where both qualitative and quantitative data will be collected, as mentioned in the earlier presentation, and all countries of the region will be represented. We will be using the stratified probability method, where the participants will represent a proportional mix in terms of age, gender, education, income and ethnicity. Continuing with the research approach, here we provide the rationale behind the approach that we have selected for the fieldwork. So starting with the age group, we propose to increase the age limit to 35 to include the working professionals and Western educated population of the society. For focus group, we propose to conduct 2 focus groups per country and about 6 to 8 participants in each focus group. We also propose 2 experts from GWU and Associates will be facilitating the focus groups in partnership with the local NGOs and HRI's regional partners. We feel that the local groups will be more familiar with the cultural sensitivity of the survey participants, and they also there won't be any language barrier either. In terms of collecting the quantitative data, we propose to use the online surveys due to the time and budget constraint of this research. We also feel that due to the sensitive nature of the issues involved, the survey participants will be forthcoming in the privacy of online surveys compared to traditional face-to-face or telephone interviews. Now we will go over the reporting format and the data analysis. GWU and Associates will review all data collected and ascertain its quality, weighting and stratifying for the previously discussed factors. Data will be delivered to the HRI in the form of Excel files, and we will also include Microsoft Word copies of all our work documenting methodology, interview transcripts and our questionnaire in both Arabic and English translations. We will put our research in context using current state-of-the-art secondary research regarding the region and the human rights issues in question. In terms of the data analysis, we will provide a ranking of the most important human rights issues in the region according to the data collected, and we will also include a cluster analysis of countries which share similar characteristics. We feel that both of these will be extremely useful to the HRI in terms of focusing on which issues to focus on particular country. So this is the sample bar chart in terms of ranking of issues for each of the countries. As you can see that once the HRI will have this data, they can narrow down their focus based on the issues that are that are of interest to the target population. This slide is a sample perceptual map where countries with the similar characteristics are clustered together. So the same kind of methodology or the efforts can be geared to the countries which are clustered together. In this slide, we are proposing two options in terms of budget overall budget of this project. And as you can see in the option 1, we are proposing to survey 10 countries, and the total cost for that would be about $54,000. And the option 2 that GWU and Associates is recommending to the HRI, that will include about 12 countries and about $67,000 of the total cost. So I'll move to the next slide for the detailed breakdown in terms of the total cost, in terms of quantitative, qualitative, and the travel expenses. So HRI here, this is the detailed breakdown in terms of the cost associated with conducting this research, and HRI is again we recommend to go over this slide in detail. So I will go over the option 2, where we will be conducting the surveys of about 18,000. We will be collecting about 18,000 survey samples at the cost of 55 cents each for the quantitative analysis, and that will cost about $9,900 in total. And for the qualitative research, we will be conducting about 24 focus groups at the cost of roughly about $1,200 each. So that will cost about $28,800. And in terms of the travel expenses, we are proposing to fly in 2 experts from the Washington DC to the capitals of these countries. So this so we have included the round trip airfare for 2 people, approximate round, and it will come out about $21,300. And we have also included the 4-night hotel stay for about 2 people, and that would cost about $6,900. So again, as you can see that even with the option 2, we are well within the limit of the $70,000 as recommended in the original RFP, and we are proposing to include 2 more additional countries of Libya and Tunisia. And the final slide is regarding the project timeline. GWU and Associates is fully equipped to immediately begin the research for the HRI, and we feel that this is a very challenging timeline to conduct the entire study within the 3 weeks, but we are more than willing to come up with a timeline and meet this very stringent requirements in terms of the time. So once we finalize the contract, we will start the work immediately. and in the first week we propose to do all the preparatory work in terms of finalizing the agreements with the local NGOs, develop develop and test the quantitative questionnaire, select the samples for the focus groups, and travel to the selected countries. And the second week is where the actual fieldwork will begin, where our experts will team up with the local NGOs to conduct the focus groups, and towards the later part of this week we will be conducting the online surveys. The week 3 we will be spending uh, for data analysis and preparation of deliverables, and on the final day we will deliver the final product to the HRI. Um, so even though it is a very stringent timeline, we feel that we are, with our expertise, we can meet this challenging timeline. Once again, thank you for providing us this opportunity to submit our proposal, and we feel that we have a very strong proposal at hand, and given the chance, uh, we will definitely meet all the challenges of conducting this research and fulfill the expectations. Thank you very much.